Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day number 3 of the Paper Pumpkin Alternatives. Today, we are working with the My Wonderful Family Paper Pumpkin Kit. This said instructions, and it threw me off. It's April 2020. These are the cards that came with the kit this time, and I do have the samples that are exactly like what they made in the kit, and I love them. I think they're very pretty. Let me scoot these over just a little bit so they're out of the way. And that is this month's cards. Now, we have made alternate cards already. I made one like this, which I really like. I think it's very pretty. Then I made one like this, which I think is just a little bit classy. I could be wrong, but that's my thinking. So those are the two we've made so far. Today we're making number 3. I'm going to slide this over, and I'm going to show you the stamp set that came with this kit. You guys have probably seen it already if you're following me. If not, this is your first time to see this, then that's why I'm showing it. I just want to make sure everybody knows what I'm working with. Okay, this is the stamp set that came with this paper pumpkin. Every paper pumpkin kit comes with a stamp set and an ink spot to work with. This one came with Pear Pizzazz ink spot. That's this. And it came with this stamp set. And then it came with everything I needed to make these cards. All right. So we're going to be working with today just the top of the trees and the saying, "I'll always be there for you." Okay. So let's get started on today's card. Now today's card is kind of fun because I'm going to grab a piece of scrap if I have any underneath here. I usually keep a piece right here beside me, so it's not really a scrap, it's a grid paper, so I don't stamp on my piercing mat. I have been known to do that. Okay, so anyway, today's card is going to be about the ink colors. I'm going to use the 2018 to 2020 ink colors. These colors will be expiring soon, and today they're coming out with the new colors. They're coming out with letting us know when these are going to expire. And now that we know they're going to expire, they're going to go fast. So if you've already got them and you need paper, or you need ink refill, or you just want a brand new stamp pad, then now's the time to get it because they are going to sell out fast. But the colors we're working with are Lovely Lipstick, Blueberry Bushel, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Grapefruit Grove. Those are the colors that we will be working with today. And we're going to be working with the leaf stamps like I told you. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my block, which I usually have this kind of stuff pretty much done, but not today. I am taking some shortcuts because this card is very busy. So I am taking a few shortcuts today. Okay, so I'm going to just set that to the side for the moment. Here is my kit, and so I'm going to pull out my kit so you can see what we will be using, because I did make a kit for it. All right. If I can get this one out. Come on, little guy. There we go. Okay, we are going to use, I'm going to just kind of try to get it together here. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a Whisper White card base. This was a piece of Whisper White that was 8.5 by 11, and I cut it down the center at 5.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4, I think. I believe that's correct. So that our card is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Alrighty? So that's what I did. And I've already scored it, so it's nice and flat. Then I used the next thing that's going to go on it is the black. And this is 5 inches by 3.5. The next piece we're going to do is my Whisper White. It's a piece of cardstock. And I have it cut at 4 3/4 by 3.5. And actually that will probably go something like that. Then we have 1.5 inch circle punches in all 5 of the colors that we're going to use. Now I'm going to show you what I did to get those because it's really easy. And then this came out, this is the sentiment label that came with the kit. So I just pulled it out of the kit and I'm going to use it as well. Okay, so the reason we have, let's see, I seem to be, because I seem to be missing a piece. Am I missing a piece? Let me see. This is my card base, then this, and then this. So I guess I am missing a piece because I need a scrap of the Whisper White. So let's see if I have any on this side. I do have a scrap. Yay! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to actually use the Lovely lipstick because it's pretty good to see when you're stamping. It's pretty good. Plus, you can see when you use a bright red, it is going to stain your photopolymer stamps, but that's okay. That just means they're well loved. And then we do sell a stamp pad that helps to remove some of that color. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to ink that up. That's my leaves. I will put it right here. And I always count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you pull it up and you get this beautiful leaf pattern. I can't think today. It's like, doink, it went away. So I'm going to clean off my stamp real quick because I'm not going to do all of the colors. We would be here for a little while because it is kind of fun to do. And it does take just a little while. You just basically stamp off 5 in the 5 different colors that I showed you of our ink colors. Now you can use any color you want. I decided to use the ink colors so I could show you how beautiful they are. Okay, so now I'm going to take this to the side. The first thing I want to do, so I don't lose any more of my bits, is I want to do this. I want to go ahead and glue this down. And I'm going to glue it so that when I open my card's going to open up and down like this. So when they get it, they'll open it like this, okay? So let's get out. I'm hoping I have enough glue. If not, we may have to switch to the snail. I use quite a bit of glue in the center. I'm a glue hound. I like it. But I stay in the center because when you put it on your paper, it will smoosh out. And you don't want to have a big old mess, right? So then I just kind of eyeball it, and I get it to where I want it. The nice thing about using the moist glue is that you can move it around just a little bit. So I moved it around to where I wanted it. There we go. And then I'm just going to give it a good press. You don't have to press it. Once you press it, it's going down its own, okay? So you don't press it till you're ready. Then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take the piece of Whisper White that I told you is going to go on top of this, which mine is cut to the wrong specifications for this particular card, but it's going to be okay because it still works, and I will show you. Actually, I really want to cut it down. I may have just picked up, you know what, I may have picked up my scrap and didn't pick up the right piece. Let's see. I think that's what I've done. No, it's still too big. All right, guys, I am sorry. I'm going to cut this down to where it belongs, which is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I apologize. I can't help myself. I have to do it. Excuse me, Babs. My dog is in here with me today. Okay, I just brought the trimmer to you so you could see what I'm doing. Okay, this piece is, it's supposed to be 4 3/4. Oh, that's probably, okay, 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. So it just got cut wrong. And we'll just cut that off, move it to the side. And we'll see, it's still a little bit big, so I'm going to cut it down to 3. And guys, you can play with this also. You can play with your measurements. If you like more white space, then you can do more. If you wanted smaller, you can do smaller. There we go. Ta-da! I fixed it. So, and what could have happened is I could have picked up the wrong size black. Who knows? I have a lot of stuff on my stuff. So then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to just glue. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little frazzled and my phone is going off, which I hate. Okay, what I did next is I took a 1.5 inch punch and I punched this out. And I don't have it here with me. Again, it's on the other table and I'm not running again. But you just punch out the center with a punch. All right, a 1.5 inch punch. You could also use your layering circles if you have those. Just find the one that fits inside there and you will make yourself a 1.5 inch circle. See, like so. And you just punch them out. I did it earlier rather than just sit here and show you because it does take time for these videos and I'm sure that you don't want to be here all day. So we're going to take the green. I'm thinking I want to put my green here and I think I want to put my yellow here. This helps that I kind of already made one of these. Put the orange here. My red is going to go here. And my blue is going to go about right there. Blue is my favorite color, so I kind of put it in the center because I like it the best. Now, the next thing you're going to do is just put glue on the back of your circles and start laying them down. And I put them right up against that corner edge. So, again, I'll show you. You can see I already made a purple one once before, and I punched it out. And then I just take it and I put it right there. And I try not to overlap with the glue. Hopefully I didn't this time. I kind of went a little wild. I'm going to look at it and see. No, it's fine. It is fine. Okay. So now I'm going to take the red and I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to give it a good, and see I got a little bit of a blob there. So hopefully that will not be too bad. Again, I'm just going to push it right there. Push it down. And I wish I had my silicone mat underneath this, but I don't. So I am trying not to get too much glue on it so I don't glue it to this other piece of paper I got here. Let them set for just a second. Then I'm going to take this one, do the same thing. And I'm going to put it right here. And I kind of looked at the design on this piece because I wanted to have, it looks like a flower, so I wanted that flower to be right there. So do that there. Then I'm going to get out my punch, not my punch, I'm sorry, my sentiment while those are drying, and hopefully they'll dry flat. They will if you push them down. Let those dry just a little bit because I'm going to cut the edges off and I don't want to mix them up whenever I cut. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment now. I have my piercing mat underneath because it will give cushion. When you have the clear, you need a little bit of cushion underneath them so they'll give a better impression. I'm using Memento black ink. It says blends on the top of it because that's the kind of ink that you want to use if you're using our alcohol-based markers, which are the Stampin' Blends. Okay, now I'm just going to gently put this down. Push it down. I count to 10 like I told you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the reason I do that is so that the ink will absorb into the paper. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? I love that sentiment. It says, I'll always be here for you. Now that I've got this little cutter on my table, it's kind of taking up space. We don't want it to take up space. I'm cleaning off my stamps with my Simply Chamois. You guys have seen me use this before. Simply Chamois is probably my favorite tool other than Wink of Stella. I'm going to put my glue away because I'm going to get out my glue dots, or my dimensionals, my glue dimensionals. And I'll put this away before I lay something down in it. You guys know how I am. And then I'm just going to pop that up. So I'm going to put a couple on there real quick. And it looks like that's had time to dry. This little dimensional was on the wrong side of the paper. Okay, put that there. Now I'm going to get my snips, and I am simply going to cut off the back side, these circles, like so. Like so. that had a little bit of glue on it. Like so. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Wednesday. I know in Oklahoma they're getting rain. My mother lives in Oklahoma, and she was telling me this morning that they were getting quite a bit of rain. We started off with a rainy day here in New Mexico, at least my part of New Mexico, and it's kind of gotten pretty out there now. The sun's shining. They're saying we're going to get up to 77 degrees. I'm going to throw away all these little bits of extra paper. And I actually want to just trim this one down just a little bit more. There we go. All right. And as you can see, I have cut it so that it looks like they're little coming off the edges. And I like that look. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on this piece of black. Sorry guys, my brain just went, you're going to do what? I'm going to use the snail just so it'll be faster. And we're going to snail it down. And yeah, I know I use a lot of tape. Some people think I use too much. But that's okay. I like to use my tape. I want it to stick so that whoever gets this, it will hang on to it and it won't pop off. Try to get it as close as you can. You guys know I am called the Crooked Stamper, and I oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I did it back, I did it upside down. See? And I want my blue on the top. So I'm going to get out my foam folder. I probably shouldn't have used so much glue, so much tape, right? And I'm just going to work it. And it is tearing my paper on the bottom. I can hear it. But it'll be okay. I'm going to fix it. Maybe. Okay, let's see if I can fix it. Don't tear too much. Come on. You know you don't want to tear too much. Yay. Do you guys ever do anything like this when you're crafting? Oh, I'm really tearing it up. Goodness. This might be one of those where I have to redo my black. Let's see if I can make this work. That's very ugly, right? But I don't think anybody's going to notice it. I don't think anybody will notice it once. I'm just putting some extra tape here because I did tear quite a bit of it off, and I still don't want it to come off, right? So yeah, just doubled up on all that tape. Now let's put it back down and cover up all the ugly. Bring it over just a little bit. This is what you get when you do live videos. Or not really live videos, but when you do videos. Okay, all better. And you know what I just did? I just did it again. I put it upside down. So we're going to decide that this is the way this card is going to be. I'm going to take and fix this and put some Tombow down here to fix it. I'm going to hold it for just a second. Since it's upside down, we're going to fix it. And I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, other than to me, it doesn't matter because I'm going to put, since it's going to open like so, I'm going to put this right here. I'll show you guys the difference in just a few moments, and you'll go, oh, I see what she did. Why she wanted it to be the other way, but that's okay. You know how you get a thought or an image in your head, and that's what you're trying to accomplish? That's what I was doing. I was trying to accomplish it. So we're just letting that dry for just a second because Rhonda got a little crazy with it. She tore it up. And she's still got it crooked. Oh, guys, happy Wednesday, right? Okay, now before I do that, I do want to get out another stamp. And it's the butterfly. There's a little butterfly stamp on here. We're going to go ahead. I had forgot to do my stamping of the butterfly. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What do you think? Nah. Wouldn't be any fun if I went back to sleep, would it? Okay, so we're going to take our little butterfly, and I am just going to randomly stamp her in there. Actually, there's 3 of them, so stamp them in there. There we go. And then I'm going to clean it off with my Simply Chamois. I'm actually going to just bring my Simply Chamois out here. I'm going to clean it off with the Simply Chamois. Then I'm going to put my red away. I'm going to get out the Grapefruit Grove. Earlier today I stuck black in my Grapefruit Grove, so you have to be really careful. If you do that, if you take a paper towel, you can usually get most of it up. And I'm just kind of randomly putting these little butterflies so that they fly in all different directions. So I kind of turned it that time, and it's going to fly a different direction. Now we're getting our Call Me Clover. Some of my stamp pads are pretty new. These are the in colors, and I just haven't used them as much as I would have liked to. So I'm going to keep mine, and I'm going to continue to use them because I think they're very pretty. And as you can see, they're really adding some pop to this card. Okay, this is the Pineapple Punch, which is fighting me today. Earlier today, I had a little battle with it. I think it's because I popped it on wrong. There we go. Okay, here's my Pineapple Punch, and I'm just going to make it really pretty. And since it's going to open this direction, I'm going to bring my butterflies. I'm going to have them going up on this one. I'm going to push them up, and they will get covered just a little bit, the little butterflies down here. But that's okay. I kind of wanted them to be peeking out. They're just kind of flying in and about. And I'm actually going to get some more. I'm going to do one more down here of these yellows because I like them. There we go. And now we have one more, which is my Blueberry Bushel. And I think Blueberry Bushel is just gorgeous also. And I'm going to put Blueberry Bushel over here by that lovely lipstick. And I'm going to let it curl ever so slightly, like so. And there we go. Aren't they pretty? They just kind of dress up the card a little bit, I think. Some people may say, well, Rhonda, it kind of makes it busy to me, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to move these out of my way. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off the backs of the dimensional paper that we put on earlier. And this opens this way, so I'm going to put it down here. Try to get it kind of in the center of these guys. And there we go. All right, there's that. We have one more thing we need to do, and that is to add my bling. And I decided to go ahead with the basic jewels again today because they're clear and they will match any of these colors really well. I have my putty part of my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to use it to pull off these little jewels, and I'm just going to stamp them down. It's a very easy tool to use. I'm going to randomly put 3 to 5 little jewels in there. I kind of want to scoot you over just a little bit if I can. He may say, nope, I'm stuck. There we go. I scooted him over just a little. And I will show you this in just a second, and I will show you the one I made earlier and why I thought I had to have it. The other direction. But I don't guess we always have to have things the way we want them, do we? It's not wanting to let go. Let go, baby. There you go. I need to pull my putty up. That's why. Might be just about out of putty. The nice thing about these little tools is they are great for picking up these little jewels. And I've started doing diamond painting art, whatever you want to call it. And I love this for that. They give you a little tool, but I prefer this one because it's just real easy just to get it to, why is it being mean to me today? I don't think it's the jewel. I think it's my, I don't think it's my putty. It's my jewels. They're not, I didn't have any sticky on that one. There we go. Once you get your sticky going, you're good to go. What do you guys think? Is this blinging this up a little bit? I hope so. I hope you think it's blinging it up enough. There we go. And one more on there. Like I said, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. And you can use as many jewels as you want. You can use as few as you want. This is the way I make my cards. That doesn't mean you have to make them exactly the same. If you want to make it exactly the same, I am a demonstrator who thinks that if you copy and share my work, that means that you love it. And I actually was looking at a friend's page today, and I thought, oh, I like that. I think I'm going to turn mine into flowers. And then I kind of got to going like this, and this is what I came up with. So here we go. There's our card for today. Not bad, right? It's very pretty. Now, if you don't have those colors, those in colors, remember, you can order them. I will have that information at the bottom of the descriptions. And look, this is the difference between this one and this one. This was the first one I made, and this is the second one I made. And for some reason, my little dots just don't want to stay on today. That one popped off again. I have to put a little extra glue on him. But there we go. That's the different two cards that I did. I like them both. I think they're both very pretty. So I hope you enjoyed it today. This is alternative number 3. Tomorrow I'll have alternative number 4. And Friday I'll have alternative number 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been fun. I like it. I wanted to encourage you to join or to subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin if you're not already a subscriber. Next month, they're going to show us all the new in colors that are going to replace these colors that I just showed you. So if you want, you can get the new kit. It's going to have all the different colors in it. You just go and subscribe on my page, which I'm at rondagibson.stampinup.com or .net. Both will take you there. And you can go in and go to Paper Pumpkin, hit subscribe, and it'll take you in. And it's $22 a month, and you get everything you need to make these cards, plus, I'm sorry, guys. Don't let me confuse you. To make these cards or whatever's in that kit, then you can always take those stamp sets and use them again and again and again to make cards like these, which I absolutely love making the different types of cards. I just think it's so much fun, and I hope you do too. So, also, just to let you know, later today, on Facebook, on my Cards for Christ page, actually my Cards for Christ friends page, I will be showing you the new retired products, or at least telling you what they are, along with these that are going to retire in June 2nd. So if you want to, tune in there, and I'll put that link below. I'll also put the link below for all of these stamp sets. If you want to buy those, I'll give you my store. And again, it's just rondagibson.stampinup.net. And you can go there and you can get everything that you need, okay? So guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this alternative card, and that you'll come back and see me tomorrow. Bye-bye. Or come back this afternoon and visit me on my other page. Bye now.